In this video we are going to see a topic that is collision avoidance of trains by creating mutual communication using embedded systems. So in this presentation we will be seeing how to avoid the collision between two trains by using the embedded system. So basically we are using Zigbee technology in this case. So these are the possible contents which we'll be going to discuss. So the first one will be introduction, then the meaning of train collision, then existing methods which are already there in the market, and then what will be the our proposal. So the proposed design will be seeing, then some little things about Zigbee technology, so which is the main part of this presentation as well. So with the help of Zigbee technology itself we will be implementing this embedded technology, and then something about temperature sensors, and at the end we will be giving conclusion about this presentation. Okay, so let us come to the introduction first. So we know that rail transport is the one of biggest transportation mode in India as well as in foreign countries. So about 75% of Indian population travels with the help of trains. So that remaining 25% contains planes, ships as well as the road transport. So you can imagine from this fact that 70 out of 140 crores, nearly we are 140 crore Indians. So out of 140 crore we are traveling 75% of that with the help of trains. So that's the massive number. So the problem with this travel is that in recent years we have seen that there are a lot of accidents happening in the trains, in case of trains. So in those accidents are most destructive, so they lead to a lot of deaths and damages. So there is a loss of lives as well as the assets which the rail transportation government is offering there. So in order to protect that or to regulate the transportation, we have to implement some technology, or we have to find some ways to avoid the collision or the accidents which are happening in case of rails. So the accidents mainly happens in rail with the due to the fact that the two trains are traveling on the same track. So that's the main reason where the massive accidents are happening when two trains hit engine by engine. That is, two trains are coming in opposite direction and they are hitting. So that's the very basic type of accident which is happening there. Okay, so let us see types of train collision. So we know that collision, the meaning of collision is accident. So it is an destructive thing where two objects will be hitting each other, producing a massive destruction there. So in case of train also there are two types of collisions. So that is, the first one is head-on collision. So in case of head-on collision, two trains will be hitting each other with the help of their engines, that is loco. So loco of one train will be hitting with the loco of another train moving in the opposite direction to each other. So that is called as head-on collision. So as the heads of the trains are contacting with each other, it is called as head-on collision. And the second one is the rear end collision. So that is where there is a involvement of either the tail of one train or head of one train. So basically there is a involvement of trail, that is the ending part of the train there. So that is called as rear end collision there. So this animation basically shows how two trains will be collide with each other. So this is a single track, and here the two trains are coming on the same track. So the first train came from this side and the second train was coming from this side. So at this point they are colliding with each other. So this is called as collision point there. So this small animation shows how two trains will collide with each other. Okay, now here is the picture of head-on collision and rear-end collision. So in case of head-on collision, as you can see, to the loco of two trains, that is the first one is here and the second one is here. So they hit each other, and that is called as head-on collision, because loco of both the engines have contacted with each other. And in case of rear end collision, where the this is the rear part of the train and this is the head part of the train, so the contact between these two objects, that is head and the rear end part of the train, is called as rear end collision. Okay, so what are the possible or existing methods which are already there in the market to avoid the collision between trains? So the first method is called as detection of cracks. So this system is used to detect cracks in the track. The proposed solution is based on infrared rays and sensors. So this type of method uses infrared rays to detect the possible cracks in the track. So a trackman will be you taking this device, and he will be scanning for the cracks in the uh, railway track. So this is not that much suitable, because the human errors can lead to accidents in case of the train collision. And the second method, which we can call it as anti-collision device, so that is shortly called as ACD. So in case of anti-collision device, the anti-collision device is a self-acting microprocessor based device. So the system consists of loco anti-collision device with message display for driver, guard anti-collision device with remote. So, and the one display is also fitted in case of in the station master's cabin. So microprocessor based anti-collision device will be connected to the train, and it will be scanning for any cracks in the rail track. So the message will be displayed to the driver as well as the guard of the train, and also to the nearest station master, so to which station the train will be moving, or it will be near. And the repeaters will be needed in case of this anti-collision device, because sometimes what happens is the train will be very far away from both the stations, so the station which it has left now, and the station which it going to be reaching in the later time. So the repeaters are needed in between to make the connection happens, that is to convey the message from train to the station master's cabin. So this is also not suitable, because due to the weather conditions, the message will not go properly, and due to some other reasons, it may give incorrect results as well. So in case of our proposed embedded system design, so as I said, we will be using a Zigbee technology with the help of microcontroller, and a serial port communication cable will be using, and these are the additional things which we can use. So we are not using currently, that is bomb detectors and temperature sensors, so they are not necessary. So these are called as accessories, so they are the extra things, so we will not use them. We just want to avoid the accident between trains, so we are not going to use these things right now. So in this Zigbee protocol, which is newest and provides specifications for devices that have low data rates, consume very low power, and thus characterized by long battery life. So the advantage of Zigbee technology is that it consumes very low power. So the devices which are battery operated, so in case of the devices which will be using in train collision are battery operated, so it is necessary that they should last long, and the data rate should be less, because we don't want any other messages there. We just want some text to be displayed to the drivers or the pilots of the loco, in order to avoid the training. So we just want to alert the loco pilots if they are moving on the same track. Okay, so moving on further. So here every train sends its track ID to near trains. If one train goes in first track, the single train is given to other train. So if any other train comes in same track, it also sends first track to other. Then two trains receives the same track ID, then alert train drivers to avoid the collision. So what will be happening here is, so suppose I am having the next slide there. So let us say this is the first track, and this is the second track. Okay, so one train is moving on this track and the second train is moving on this track. So this is the first train and this is the second train. Okay, so what will be happening is, this train in particular, it consists of a Zigbee transmitter. So and it is associated with a particular ID. So let us say its ID is ABC, and the second train is also associated with a particular ID. So let us say XYZ. So with the help of Zigbee transmitter, it will be transmitting this ABC ID, and this and the track number it will be uh, transmitting, that is I am running on track number 1. And the same thing applies for the second train also. So it will be giving its ID and then the track number on which it will be running. So both will be receiving each other's track number. So if the scenario comes that both the trains receives the same track number, that is let us say track 1, then at that time the drivers of the train comes to know that they are running on the same track. So in order to avoid the collision, they should stop or make the necessary changes in order to avoid the collision. So like this, by using this simple protocol, we can avoid the train collision. Okay, so in case of reliability, so Zigbee transmission is very reliable. So there is no scope for loss of signal because the transmitters are powerful and the range is up to 3 to 4 kilometers. So by using repeaters, it can be further extended to 10-15 kilometers. So I think the 10-15 kilometer or 4 to 5 kilometer distance is sufficient for the trains, for our Indian trains at least. So this is how it is implemented, and this is the train module which shows the possible components here. So this is the microcontroller here, and then a LCD that is used to display the message to the driver. Then it's a Zigbee transmitter, then a buzzer to alert the drivers, and then a temperature, bomb detector, and track switches. These are the extra things which we can use with these things. Now coming to the Zigbee technology. So Zigbee technology is a specific type of suit which is we having a low data rate, and it is having a high guarantee that the transmission is successful. So the name Zigbee came from the fact that the communication is very complex. So like a Zigbee honeybee, so whose path is very complex. So we can't trace a path of the bee. So it is moving in the random direction. So in the same way, so this network is very complex and messy, so that's why the technology is named as Zigbee technology. So this Zigbee technology is based on IEEE 802.14.5 standard. So it is having low power consumption and low data rate, and it can send the data over long distances with the help of intermediate devices, so that are basically called as repeaters. So which will be taking some signal and they will be amplifying that signal and sending it again. So by using repeaters we can increase the distance of communication in case of Zigbee technology. But the advantage of this technology is that it will be supporting number of nodes, that is number of end nodes. So that it is not limited for one or two devices, so hundreds of devices can be connected to this network. So they all will be able to communicate with each other because of the low data rates there. So Zigbee is used in applications that require low data rate and low battery life and secure networking. So the most important thing is that it is secure. So the data is not breached anywhere, and due to the low data rate the power consumed will be less, and it is very useful in IoT devices and the devices which are operated on battery, where there is no source for power until and unless the battery is changed there. So that's why the battery operated devices basically use the Zigbee technology. So as we are using in case of our train collision avoidance system here. So Zigbee has a defined rate of 250 kilobytes per bits per second as its standard rate of transmission, best suited for the periodic signal, that is the text messages and other types of signals, audio signals to be sent over the distances. So coming to temperature sensor information, so that is LM35 is the name of that sensor. So it has got a temperature sensing thermistor there. As the temperature increases, the conductivity of that the material which is inside that temperature sensor increases. So due to that, the higher number will be obtaining as the output there. So it can measure the temperature from -55 degrees Celsius to up to maximum 150 degrees Celsius. So with the calibration of nearly 3 to 4%. So low cost is assured by trimming and calibration at wafer level. So at the end, I just want to conclude by saying that by using this Zigbee technology embedded system, train collision avoidance system, by using this simple trick we can avoid the number of accidents which will be happening. So by just sending the track number we can avoid the collision.